This is a bunch of keys. I can keep it in my pocket. I can keep it on my head. And again, I can keep it at the door. So you see how the prepositions are changing according to the context or place. Here is another example. Sunday evening. At home. That means I was at home. In my room. Sitting on my bed. I was listening to music. Again you see the prepositions are changing according to the context. How many prepositions are there? 4 prepositions. At home, at, in my room, in, sitting on my bed, on, listening to music, to. Actually, for those who learn the English language as second language, especially for them, the use of preposition is a little bit tricky, sometimes very confusing. Mostly we have to remember them by heart. And if you have some kind of logic behind the reason you are using a particular preposition, then your memory will help you to remember it for a long time. So this is what we are trying to do today. Okay? Welcome back to Language Mantras. This is Advanced English session number 32 and our topic is Prepositions of Place. There are several prepositions that may refer to places: above, below, beside, across, along. But those are not that difficult to rationalize. But these 3, at, on and in, you frequently use them, and in fact we frequently confuse. We are not very much sure sometimes whether I should use at or on or in. So try to rationalize these 3. This is our topic today. At. At refers to a point of place, not an area. Make it clear. It's a point of place, not an entire area. Or it may be a venue or an event also. So let's have 3 examples. Julia arrived at the Newtown station quite early. Julia arrived at the Newtown station. She is not particularly referring whether she is inside the station or at the entrance. She just sends an SMS to her parents. I have reached, I am at the station. Right? So she is referring to a particular point of place, that is at the entrance of the station or somewhere inside the station. That does not matter. So at the station, that means she wants her parents to look at the station from outside as a point. Got it? Number 2. Do you remember the conference hall we first met at? It does not refer to whether it was the dining table or at the entrance of the conference hall. It is not clear. But enter conference hall becomes a venue or a place of event. That's why he is using at. Come to number 3. There were not many people at the party. Again, you are looking at the party as an event. So you are using at. So whenever you use at, it may be an address of your home. It may be an event. It may be a venue. It may be a station, whatever like this. So these are the basic logics behind using at as a preposition. Now come to the second one, that is on. On means there must be a surface Something touching surface. It may be a floor, it may be a wall, it may be even a line like a road or river. So let's see 3 examples again. The Spider-Man can walk on the wall. The Spider-Man, you have seen the film. He can walk on the wall, this wall, this wall, even the floor, or even the top roof, no problem. The Spider-Man can walk on the floor. I have a studio apartment on the VIP road. I have a studio apartment or a flat or an office on the VIP road. You don't mean that this office is just in the middle of the road. You mean it is just somewhere beside the road, that is on the VIP road. Number 3, please sit on the stool. Stool is a piece of furniture you ask somebody to sit on, and there is a kind of surface, flat surface on the top, and you can use it for raising your height to take something from the loft, or you can sit on it. So this is a stool. Please sit on the stool. You mean the surface. Sit on the surface of the stool. Come to the third one, that is in. In actually it's a position, and you have to look at the particular position, and it must have a surrounding. It must have a wall. It must be surrounded by an environment, or a boundary wall, or a boundary, or a line of boundary, imaginary or real, that does not matter. So whenever you use in, try to locate that there is some kind of boundary in your head, or really there is a boundary. So I was not born in Calcutta. Calcutta is a big place. When I say Calcutta, then there is an area of Calcutta. I was born outside the area of Calcutta. So I was not born in Calcutta. Clear? Number 2, she kept her mobile in her handbag. So handbag may be a small bag, but inside there is some space, and it is again covered with either leather or say cloth or whatever. So you get the environment, you get the boundary. Okay? So you see the logic here. Now number 3, feel at home and comfortably sit in the chair. So feel at home and comfortably sit in the chair, not on the chair. Here we have said, please sit on the stool, but here, please sit in the chair. Frequently we commit mistake, whether it would be in the chair or it would be on the chair. Common sense says that it should be on the chair because there is a surface on which we sit. But logic is that there is a boundary. What kind of boundary? You have a backrest, it's a boundary. Then you have hand rests also. So you are surrounded by some wooden frames. At least 3 sides are closed. That enclosure, that becomes a boundary. That's why you sit in the box that is called chair. Clear? But the stool, it does not have that environment. It does not have that concept of boundary. But a chair has that concept of boundary. That's why always sit in the chair. So you see how we change prepositions according to the context. Context means the place here. I'm talking about prepositions of place. So if it is a ground, it will be one thing, football ground. In the football ground. Why? Because football ground has a particular area defined. Okay? In the sky, again there is a boundary, imaginary boundary. You can see there is a round shaped something. It appears before your eyes. So in the sky, this is possible. Now, we can meet at the corner of the road, at a particular point. And we can meet, 2 friends are talking and they know which place is referred to. So at the corner of the road. But the snake was hiding in the corner of the room. in one corner of the room because the room is surrounded by 4 walls. So this is the common sense logic you must use before using these 3 important prepositions. And frequently you use these prepositions. I use them. Everybody has to use them. Just take care. It's not that difficult. If you try to imagine this kind of logic, then using these prepositions will be just fun. So thank you very much. Have a nice time. We meet again next time.